We're live.
And we're
Hi,
surprised.
we're back.
What a
Hola.
surprise. It's not as if
Como
we
esta?
expected.
It was a little bit of a surprise. Yes.
Sometimes you just
Yes.
do that.
Sometimes
What is that?
the Spanish in me comes out
Yeah, it does.
at the most inopportune moments.
really does.
Well, we are looking at Cinco de Mayo coming up.
it is.
That is
Do you
true.
know they do not celebrate Cinco de Mayo in Mexico?
Yeah, it's another way that America has
Americanized
taken
holiday.
someone else's.
Yeah.
They don't celebrate St.
Heritage
Patrick's
and-
Day either, the
Yeah.
way we do in
No,
Ireland.
no.
We
No,
must
not at
make a
all.
day of drinking out of everything.
Well,
That's what we
Well,
do.
we're resourceeful. Cheers,
Very
by the
creative.
way.
oh yeah.
Welcome back,
Welcome
ladies.
back, everyone.
Yeah,
Did you
well,
miss me?
Oh yeah.
Lola did.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed the day off.
Poor Lola. Yeah. Well, not really. We would have been off anyway because of the homecoming.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
that's true.
Before we get going, all right, we do.
Roseanne has to
No, this
micromanage.
is a
everything.
little.
This
Spe-
is what we're gonna do.
I'm just
And
kidding.
if anyone has any fun,
And I didn't get an email.
no email was sent.
no email.
Anyway,
was
go
sent.
ahead.
So
The floor is yours.
this is a special week for someone at this table.
Oh.
Oh, I'm like,
Mhm.
who?
Somebody's birthday is on Saturday.
All right, I
It
was
Best
is.
day of your life. It's the 52nd anniversary of the best day of your life.
Yeah, I
Yes.
was there.
And I
was
could
there.
not let it go by without a tiny bit of acknowledgement.
Oh, look. How
pretty.
cute.
After you all
Wow.
polished off a bag of
I
Right,
know.
yes, that's why. So you can open it up. You can
Look
work
at it.
plates.
Let
I
me-
have forks.
I want to see.
They're very cute.
Where'd you get
Little
that?
Manhattan
Oh,
sweets.
Manhattans. Well, look at that.
Which
How
is
much
a
you
little,
pay for
like,
the box.
Boutique
Happy
bakery.
birthday to me.
Look at
So,
that box.
I wanted to make sure that we let everybody know
Yes.
that you're another year older.
Oh, come on. It's not as bad as me.
But I'll always be 5 years older than you.
Yes,
So
yeah.
how sad is that?
Mm.
Aren't you happy? Say thank you to me. I waited.
You did wait.
I did.
That's because somebody was two handfuls and you were like, I don't need another one right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wow, I don't know where to go. I love
Well,
a cookies and
And
cream.
you can
That's-
take
that's
whatever you want.
All right. Look at this.
You know?
Rob always tells me, he goes, will you stop eating on the show?
Well, I thought that
Sorry.
I thought
Wow.
that we could cut it and share it. If
That's
you
okay.
wanted.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
No, I don't want any. That look at
That
that.
does
little
look- look at
Oreo
this.
cookie.
Nice.
How cute.
No, I don't want
How
to eat the whole
Yummy
thing. 'cause
that
he's right. I
looks.
should
Can
not
you
be.
get a close up
Can
of
we
that?
get a close up of the cupcake? I don't know.
Well, it's
I don't
too
think we
bad.
need a
We don't need a
close-up.
close up.
Oh,
But
here we go.
but you
Oh,
missed
here
the
we go.
details.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Very slow.
Look at
process.
that.
beads
I'm
and-
It's got
heavily
little
involved in
beads
that.
and
So
an Oreo
lovely.
cookie
Yep.
from a
That's-
boutique bakery because
Wow.
nothing but the best for my sister.
Mhm.
We get that excited over a cupcake.
Well, we'll see if nothing but the best for my sister because Rob asked me what kind of cake I want for my little
And you
celebration.
said
And I
Carvel
said, no,
with the crunchies.
no,
No,
no, no,
Yeah.
that's how much you know me.
not this.
I said, somebody better get their butt to Glen Wayne.
Mm.
Oh,
You know, I went to me, Carrie, Sarah, and Brian went to Mr. Softy in East Islip.
I
Wow.
saw that.
The line was out the door.
I'm
Oh,
sure it
God.
was.
And let me tell you something. I ordered the soft serve twist where they do like the chocolate and vanilla
Yeah.
with some crunchies, obviously. And I don't know if the twist machine was broken or something, but he put like a bunch of vanilla and then a bunch of chocolate in the cup and then the crunchies. And the chocolate seemed like maybe it wasn't ready because it was a little bit soupy
That's
and a
not
little
good.
bit
That
warm.
get
It's
those
a disappointment.
So I don't know if they're
When you
not
can make
able-
something better out of a truck than you can out of a store.
That's what
Yeah,
it was
that's
saying.
bad.
That,
That's
that
bad.
little hot
Well,
truck
The
is serving me
machine
colder
might
ice
not
cream.
have been ready.
way better.
I did bring.
Yeah,
okay,
I don't
even,
think they can meet the demands.
I even brought forks. So
Oh.
Why
so-
does we always
Thinking
eat
of-
snacks on the show?
well, I don't
I
know.
don't know. I'm
Also, take those. Yeah.
Crinkling of the
also-
forks.
I'm sorry. It is also a couple of national
days.
today.
Oh,
So
God. Okay, what is it?
it is actually National Denim Day. So good
Oh.
job, Amy.
Oh, I didn't even know.
They're all wearing
I have-
denim.
I have no denim on.
That.
You can't
It is
see it.
National Hairstylist Appreciation Day.
Hmm.
I
Oh.
appreciate
So a
mine.
big
Amanda.
kudos to my Bettina.
And to my Donna.
I appreciate my Dorothy because you'll remember what I looked like the last time in
Yes.
that photo.
Oh,
So-
right.
And it is also National Sarcoidosis Day.
That's a big day for me.
Huge day
That's-
for you.
To you,
Wow.
And
Let's celebrate my lung function.
it's National Oatmeal Cookie Day.
Jesus Christ. And more snacks on the
So-
podcast.
we
This
don't
is
have to
why
eat
I'm
them.
getting
Where'd you get that from?
I got this at Manhattan Sweets as
I
well.
like
Wow.
oatmeal raisins.
They are oatmeal raisin.
love oatmeal
It is
cookies.
oatmeal raisin, but
Well, look at
Wow.
this.
I just-
Bobby is going to have a ball.
he
later.
is.
Yeah.
Really?
So anyway, so now go ahead, girls. Say whatever you want. I won't even try to keep the
No,
Make
show.
it's
like
okay.
you're not
I won't
here.
even make a plan.
Make like you're not.
Make
here.
like I'm not here.
No, why don't you tell us about your trip?
Yeah.
My trip was good. I went to Florida, and it was kind of like pool, beach, wine, eat, repeat. Pool, beach, wine,
Which
eat,
is kind
repeat.
of what it's like here without the pool and beach.
Yeah.
It's accurate, but it was, the weather was perfect.
Spectacular.
We had great meals. We lounged in the heated pool, which wasn't so heated that it was like a bathtub, but heated enough that you could get into it and not be like,
Mhm.
right?
That's nice.
Played by the pool, read a book. I mean, it was just the delight for the most part.
Except.
No, except
Oh. Well, what
No,
was
except-
the
I
Not
did.
the
I
most
did
part.
spend. Well, I did cook dinner one night for my dad and my uncle at the condo, and they came over and we had a lovely time. And then I spent the next day with the both of them because Beth was working, and I didn't know what we were going to do because I'm not from there, so I didn't know. And my uncle says, "Let's go to the Palm Beach Garden Mall." I love a mall. Let's go.
Oh, I've been there.
So we ate at Tommy Bahama's, which was great.
Tommy
Right?
Bahamas has a restaurant.
Yes. Outdoor,
You sit in the
beautiful.
beach chairs?
No, they're regular chairs. And
Missed
we were
opportunity.
Boom, boom.
we were ordering, and I had like some shrimp chopped salad or whatever, and Uncle Stanley had mahi tacos, and my dad wanted to know, what is this? What is ahi tuna? And she says it's tuna. No, he goes, what is this AHI tuna? And I said, it's ahi. What is that? Ahi tuna. Yeah, what's the ahi? I'm like, that's the kind of tuna it is.
Real who's on first moment there.
I said, I feel like I'm in an Abbott and Costello sketch. So we do that, and then
Who's never heard of ahi tuna?
Did he order it?
he did.
And was it good?
He said, I said, how was it? And he goes, not bad.
Okay.
It looked really good.
I think he enjoyed his cod. I think it was codfish from Dollar General that he stopped at last night to buy.
Yeah.
So it might have
Yeah.
been better than the ahi.
I should have probably told him it was raw, but it didn't seem to bother him.
He
Yeah.
liked it.
He
I
did.
don't mind tuna when it's cooked more. I don't
So then,
kind of like
Blah.
don't like that.
so we go into this mall, Amy, and technically they should have to run a credit check on you before you even step through the door,
I hate that.
because I didn't feel like I could even afford to walk around the place. And we're standing in Tommy Bahama's while my uncle, the shopper, is picking up $150 shirts left and right. And Daddy and I are standing there, and I go, this bathing suit's $176 to go in an ocean. He goes, the tie over there is $80. If I got something on it, I'd want to kill myself. I said, yeah, you want to ask, like, does this come Scotch guarded? And he's like, did it come with a bib?
What
Like,
store was it?
that was Tommy Bahama.
at the time.
That was just the tip of the iceberg. And then there was Jimmy Choo, Lululemon, Louis
Oh,
Vuitton.
that's like
Luxury
over
mall.
in the Miracle Mile stores.
So I literally walked around the mall.
And you didn't buy anything.
Not a thing.
Wow.
No.
Well, I did. They did have a cool wine store in there, though. And my father bought me a bottle of wine.
I
which
was
was
just going to
nice.
say, if I was with you, I would
Mhm.
have bought you
I know.
something.
So wait, I don't want
But
you
I
to
don't
see
get
it.
invited to Florida.
But the best
That didn't
part,
take
Here we
long
go.
at
the
Let's
all.
best
hoping this would
part
come
of
up.
the trip
Here we go.
is I may have procured
Oh.
another job.
It's
Really,
never
I had
ending.
hoped this was like an alcohol-induced conversation that you and I had about this.
No.
But it's real.
It's real. So Beth and I were at a bar having, happy hour, having something to eat. And this man sits down next to us and he starts talking to Beth, and Beth's talking back. And then I joined the conversation and he was very nice, whatever. And Beth's like, well, what do you do? And he went on this he lived quite a life. He lived in France. He lived in Africa. He has kids. They lived in France. I mean, they had a great life.
He works for the government.
But
and
now,
he's stuck over there.
he's starting his own company, Space Burials.
It can never just be something normal with you.
Yeah.
It can't be a
This
normal business
reeks
venture.
of not legitimate.
Space
Space
Burials
burials are legitimate.
They're
Actually.
legitimate. And he has secured a contract with a rocket company that sends satellites into space. And so he'll just when one's going up, and he can just fasten the little space coffin onto the capsule.
But you're in ash.
They
You're-
send a couple of grams.
Just 2 grams.
2 grams. So your big toe gets shot into space.
Yeah, what's 2 grams?
But you're in space
It's
and
an eyeball.
you orbit around for
Could
10
be my asshole. in
It
that
could
thing.
be.
So
It
my
could.
asshole's flying around
Right.
space. That's
And the
it?
rest of you, yes.
It could be.
I want the whole ball of wax. in
Well, you can,
space.
but it'll cost
It'll
you.
cost you a pretty
A pretty
penny.
penny.
why?
You won't-
Yeah, really.
How big could
I
a
would-
person's ashes be?
I would
It's not-
send
it's-
grandma in a space bowling ball.
Thank you.
It'd be like a meteor.
But
I
then,
just don't understand why anyone would do that. Like, for what reason?
well, some people do it, I
wanna
guess, because
be
they
in
think
space.
it's cool. Some part of it is like the
You're dead.
the memorializing of. You also get to do a memorial video,
Everyone knows you're texting.
right?
No, yeah, sorry. Sarah said that she was at the park and some kid kicked a soccer ball so hard and hit her in the side of the head, and now she can't move her neck.
No.
So
when was
bad.
this?
Just now.
Well, that's what you get for going to the park.
Yeah, why is she at the
Why was she at the park?
Enjoying the day, no
She-
doubt.
Yes, it's a nice day out.
It is.
She was at the park with
Is she all
Harlow.
right? Did you gotta go get checked out? I got hit in the head once with a volleyball.
That
Middle of the
explains a
game.
lot.
It smarted.
Yeah, what if she's concussed?
Maybe.
She
Anyway,
should go get that checked out.
So
she should.
anyway, you make a video and you're memorialized then, and your family can share this video, and it could be you talking about your life. It could be a voiceover with pictures, and it goes through, and then you're immortal.
And how do you fit into this equation?
So it's because I'm youthful. He wants me to be help him with his
'Cause you're
content
youthful?
creating, and
Oh, you mean like all the content creating you do for this show?
yeah.
Oh.
But he's gonna pay me.
Me and Sarah were talking about this with her, and we said,
You were
This
not
is
talking. You were
well, we
actively
said
making fun
she's
of me
gonna
and
be
laughing.
standing outside Chappie's funeral home in a spacesuit, holding flipping around one of those little signs, and goes, "Space burials this way." To infinity and beyond. Like it's gonna be.
Well, I do live in the prime demographic area.
Yes. This is a real thing. Sarah talked to her friend about it, and she said that they offered it for her mom.
Mm-hmm.
When she passed away, they offered her a space burial. And they really tried to get her to do it.
I know what you're doing, and it just looks like you're scrolling while we're doing
I'm
the show.
just
So
trying to
I know what
figure
you're trying
out
to do.
why I would want that. I don't know. Is the market for this big?
I mean,
All right, forget it.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's apparently first of all,
I
think
think
about
it's a fad. That's all.
No, it's been think about it. Rich people, really, really rich people, can pay to have the whole body shot into space, and then when the capsule is re-entering the Earth's atmosphere, it becomes it goes on fire, becomes like a shooting star, and then you become space dust.
What?
So you burn up on reentry. You're already burned, and
you
then you reburn.
What are we
And your space
talking
dust.
money wise?
Well, the lowest
Ballpark.
package starts at about 1,800.
And what do you get for your money?
You get the space burial, you get the memorialization, you know.
So no,
You
wait.
get
So where do you go? You die. Let's say you die
they
in the
launch you right
hospital.
out of
No,
Oh.
wait a minute. Do you have a regular funeral?
you
No,
can.
they in the hospital bed. There's an eject button.
No,
It
it's a
says
shoot. You
Morgue,
go right
Yes.
morgue,
To the
Funeral home,
space.
burial.
No, you can have a
I
regular.
thought maybe because it's so expensive to have a funeral that they opt for that.
Well,
But you have
This
to
is
have.
an add-on.
You don't have to have
Yeah.
a funeral.
Well, let me ask you
know,
a question. The memorialization, I would need to decide now then that I want to do a space burial
Yes,
to
Not
record
right- well,
a video.
but you could record a video, and then as you get older, so let's just say I did one now, right? In 10 years, I'm like, you know what? I need to update. I have grandchildren. I have new thing, so then I can like update it, and then.
Well,
But
I'm all
but
updated.
here's the good part. There's a launch party.
But I'm not going to be there.
Yeah, you will. We'll be
Yes,
shooting
you
your ass
will.
up into
Well-
space out of
Oh,
Cape
stop.
Canaveral.
You're
Get out of here.
So now I gotta
Yeah.
fly to Florida.
But here's the
Yes.
beauty. You could put in your will and you could earmark a certain amount of money and you could already have paid for
Forget
Flights
it. I'm
and
not.
things
I'm
like
not
that.
doing it. I'm not interested.
just
Sorry.
saying it's a
Wow.
cool concept.
Well, good. Let the
I-
rich people do it.
I just don't know how I feel about it. Like the composting one, I kind of get. you know.
Composting.
what?
Yeah, the one where they bury you and then you become a tree. That one.
I love that.
There's so many
Yeah,
ways.
that one. I
And you
mean,
can have
And
you
then
know,
a dog
cat
spends
is
its
on
life
you.
lifting its leg
But
on
there's
you.
a tree there. Then that's where
said
you
that.
work.
You didn't-
You're a part of that tree. That's like
No, you know what
something,
else? You
not-
know what else he does?
space shit.
He launches 2 grams of you into space, and then the rest of the grams, he also has a boat, so you could do a sea burial with the rest of you.
If you want.
So you are truly at
Is
both-
that true?
yes.
Oh,
He has a 24
ding
foot
dong.
Grady White, and he drags you into the ocean.
Grady White.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have that.
Oh, who does?
No, he rents a boat
Oh.
and then he puts the
He
American
rents a
flag
boat?
out. Well, you rent the boat.
So I have to rent a boat?
I
What if
think
I got
that's
a
how it
canoe?
works. Maybe you can do whatever you want. I don't know. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
so it's just kind of a different concept, but whatever.
So when do you
Very
start?
different.
When do you
I just,
start?
I don't know. I have to get in touch with him.
I feel like I need like I said, like the tree thing. My nails look great, don't they?
Focus.
The tree thing. Like I'm a tree. You can come and visit me. You can slap a plaque on me.
You
This
can
is
bring
great.
your dog. They'll lift their
Whatever.
leg
It
on
all
you.
makes nature go around.
That's
But
right.
you know, the double burn in and out of space. I mean, there's okay.
I don't know.
Hey,
I thought it
don't
was
you want to
interesting.
feel like Katy Perry?
No, she's an idiot.
Oh yeah, please. I'm gonna actually.
Maybe she'll do a space burial. You should get in touch with her.
I should. I should get in touch with
Yeah.
all
Now's
of
the
them.
time.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell
because
you.
Strike while the iron's hot.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to use this guy's TikTok that I saw because this is some sort of technology that, you know, whatever, getting the 2 grams of your body up there.
Right.
But you know what I saw? I saw a guy who said, and I'm going to take out what he said. I'm going to insert anything that has to do with space.
Okay.
Instead of spending money on burying people in space, figure out how to make my dog live 60 years. Isn't
You
that a
could-
better use of
Mom,
money?
You could shoot
That guy
your
who's
dog
sitting on-
up there with you.
That
Oh, yeah,
guy
you
who
can be
I
buried. You can
heard
have
that
with your
too.
pets too.
is
Your
going
pets
on.
can go up with you.
And how much for the pet?
No, it's included in the package. It
Oh,
could be just
great.
you.
What a
It could be
bargain.
you.
But is it 1 gram of me and 1 gram of Lola?
No, I don't know. I don't know
I
the
don't want
actual
that.
weights.
No, Lola will be watching the launch from here because she's never going to die.
That's true. She's gonna be like, "Adios. I guess you're not coming back this time."
She'll be like, God damn it, she's going away again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
my God.
Oh,
That
Just when I
is-
think she's home for good.
well, I think that I want someone to figure out how to make my boy live for more years.
Well, you stuff him.
No, live.
Well,
He doesn't have a will to live.
He does too.
He does not. He's a very depressed dog.
He's very
not even
passive.
depressed.
He's like Eeyore.
Mm.
He's like,
He-
doesn't care. Doesn't care
He's a
what
mellow
Molly.
dude, but he is very happy.
He's complacent.
like the rest of the family.
Oh,
That was a good
we
one.
are a relaxed people. I don't know what
Yes.
to tell you.
No, he is.
Just because my dog is not a mental case who licks her own pee when she's nervous,
Listen,
She's cleaning up after herself.
doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with him. He's a completely wonderful boy.
no,
is
he
a
is.
wonderful
Yes,
He
he
is.
is. He is.
He stopped eating that one time when I was watching him, so I thought he was trying to
Well,
kill
he was
himself.
mad. You know, Lola takes spite poops. Everybody has their
She
thing.
We all
only
have-
pooped one time this time
This time around.
in the house.
Really? Just once?
Yep, I took her for a lot of walks, so most of the poops happened outside.
All right. all
Because
right.
that's what she's used to now.
She's,
She's
very high
really-
maintenance.
she's
at
really getting
times,
it
you know
down.
that.
Oh, I don't think so. She's needy.
But she loves her sister.
She does, but there comes a point when I want to walk her in the morning. It is as much for her as it is for me to get a little exercise. So I like to make it a long walk. Once she poops, she's like, "We're done," and she turns back towards the house and starts sprinting.
So
And if I try and drag her the other way, she flails around like a fish on a line, like she's trying to get out of her harness, and we have to go home.
I took her on a 2-mile
Unless
walk
you carry her.
the other day.
The first couple of days we did go for long walks. By the end of the week,
Well,
she
maybe
was
she
done.
was just over
And
it.
let me tell you something. The neglect actually never fails to surprise me because on one of these
Neglect.
long walks, we're walking, and every now and then Lola's jumping up and her back leg comes up off the ground.
Oh,
Like she's
she
limping. No,
hops?
no, no, no. She's limping. Like her leg is coming up off the ground. I'm like, wow, like her leg must hurt. So I call her and she's like, Mom, like I said, the dog is limping. She goes, she does that.
She's not limping.
She does that.
She's hopping.
Mom,
I made a little picture
Since
thing
when?
of her. Always. She's always done
Mom,
that. Always.
I've never seen her do that.
Always.
Since when? She broke her leg and went
No.
untreated?
No. And then you sent me a picture of her when she was so skinny. Remember that?
Yes.
And so I made a little thing. Bobby, can you put that picture of Lola up?
That's not
When
It's
you
a-
look
yeah,
back at old pictures
pictures.
and remember
You thought you were fat.
You were fat.
I just saw that of her so skinny and then that picture and
She
I was like,
so skinny.
I've done that where you look back at old pictures and you go, God, I remember thinking
Yeah.
I looked so fat in this.
She really has slimmed out now that she's going on a lot of walks.
She has
Yeah.
slimmed
She's
down
not
a little
quite
bit.
So
Too bad
chunky.
she's going to be crippled soon from
Right.
whatever is going
She-
on.
And
in her
blind.
life.
No, she hops. That's what she does. It's her thing.
Mom, her back leg's broken.
her
She's
back leg
blind.
is not
She's
broken.
blind. Mom, okay, so let me tell you what happened. We have
With all
the
due
thing.
respect, you're going to be a content creator for someone who shoots bodies out into space.
Yes.
You'll believe anything.
She No, you know we have the thing on my back door. It's like it's like a little like
Yeah.
magnetic curtain. You can push through it and you can go out. So
Mhm.
she's gotten used to that being there, whatever. She was trying to run out really fast to get something, and there was a little like kind of a hole in the bottom of it. She ran right through that, basically like a noose, and was flailing around in midair. And then she came free and she kept running. So obviously I took that down. So then I had the sliding door. So I closed the sliding screen door. She comes back. I open it for her. I don't know if she is operating now via echolocation, but I open it and she jumps over to where the door still is. And I was like, okay. I open it again. She jumps over again. I said, come through the open part. And I had to maneuver her. She does not know where she is.
Senile old bird. That's what
Yes,
she is.
She is.
I mean, did she maybe walk into a curb or two?
Oh,
Mom, yeah.
man.
Mom, there was
She
a
like
time-
just bumps it with her little
I
shoulder.
am disappointed in you.
I took her for a walk, and at one point she started lagging behind me. I turn around, she's on her back. Her legs are in the air because she tripped over the curb. She's
Aw.
really having a hard time.
Oh, you have to get her those wheels. That
She's
you,
fine with me. I
She
think
needs
you
a-
all,
she needs a
you know,
cane.
she knows that you all are like, oh, poor Lily, and she plays
Oh,
it up.
sure.
She's a
Yes.
really good actress, like her
Oh,
mother.
yes, very.
You know
Oh,
who's not a
God.
good actor is Oliver. I know he was Robert was much anticipating seeing the dog
Yep.
when he came home, and I told him It's not going to be like what you see on TikTok. He's not going to be all. Oh,
It's not like when Arrow comes home for Lola.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I said he's probably mad at you. He's going to torture you for a little bit, and he's not going to be excited when you get home.
Lower the
I'm
volume.
trying to.
Why do you have to look at it? We're here. No one's commenting. No one's watching.
So
right now.
anyway,
Well, I guess I just got reprimanded on national TV.
You did. We do have some comments.
Oh,
You
okay.
people.
Tara says hello. What is that comment?
There's a lot.
Oh,
Oh,
Otto says I
Otto's
am
here.
here. Okay, good.
Good.
Anyway, back to Annie's story. That's enough with the comments.
Okay.
well, I just want to. I had sent in a few photos of my boy coming home. Let's see. The one under Lola, that first one under Lola there. That was when we picked him up from the airport. We were
Aw.
on the air train, making our
That
way
nobody
back to the
drives.
train.
Yeah, that's
That
pretty
nobody drives. And then the picture under that one where you see the fence. There you go. That was him and his friends on the front lawn. They were hanging out. He was so happy to see all of his friends and be home. We had
That's
a
nice.
nice little party.
little welcome
Mm.
party.
So that was his day home. Like I said, I threw him a little something.
And Oliver didn't care that he was
Oliver was,
Well, who did Oliver sleep
Unimpressed.
with that night?
me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's getting back into it. This morning I went down there and Oliver was all cuddled up with
Okay.
him in bed.
What
So
time is
we're
it?
back to our regular, situation.
Hmm.
So
Could she look more bored?
I just can't. I don't even
She
know.
just said, "What time is it?"
I know. Well, I also we had one more
tired.
exciting thing in the Buyer household,
Mhm.
and that would be Grace's
Wait.
bed party.
Explain bed party because they
So,
did not have this
They
when
did not.
when
They
my
did
kids
not.
were in
This is
school.
relatively
Get this.
new.
I should get a retro.
And this is where
Active
your
one.
friends come to your house. I have a few pictures, and they decorate your bed with all the colors of the school you're going to that you've been accepted to, and they buy you all sorts of snacks and stuff. Anything that's that color, they get you.
That's very cool.
Yes. So those were all of her friends who did that for
look
her,
at that.
which it's so cute, and they do such a nice job. And she's got snacks for days.
I'm sure
Yeah,
she
she got
does.
lots.
So many snacks.
Oh, that's very
So
cute.
yeah, we had some fun things this week. It was very
That
busy, and now I'm
is-
like exhausted after that.
And I see a picture up there of Judy. Would you like
Yes,
to talk
well,
about your?
What?
I took this picture the
Oh,
other day,
God.
and I thought it was such a
Oh,
lovely.
It is a lovely picture.
Where
of
were
the
you guys
lovely
going?
couple. They were going to a wedding.
Oh,
I thought it was such a nice
We did.
photo.
that is a nice picture.
You
And I
look
wanted
such-
everyone to see Otto,
such a
how good he looks after his
yes He
surgery
looks
and everything.
amazing. Did you
He's-
guys dance?
We tried, but the dance floor, we did a little bit, but the dance floor was crowded, unlike Sarah's engagement party.
Never miss an opportunity.
Well, Peaches wasn't exactly tearing it up on the ones and twos. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But the band, it was the band and DJ, and they were very good. No wonder everybody was.
Oh, of course.
Dancing.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, very good.
Very fun.
Well, thank you for
All
that.
right. I think we should take a quick break. Right now, we'll hear from Life
Oh,
Fact,
that's good because I am about to have a hot flash, and I got to take this jacket off.
and we will be right back after this message.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I have 30 seconds to give you a very important message. My name is Arthur Lee. I'm the CEO inventor of LifeVac, a simple choking rescue device that could save a life in a choking emergency. We've saved over 3,000 lives now, but we're not there. 5,000 people a year choke to death, one child every 5 days. Please consider protecting your family in a choking emergency with LifeVac. Go to lifevac.net today. Thank you for your time.
Okay.
How was the Manhattan Sweets
Very sweet.
thing?
It's good.
No, good.
It's actually very
Is
good.
it dry? It looks dry.
A little dry. It's good though.
It's a little dry.
Well,
Really?
A little bit.
oh
But-
God, very dry.
Oh, let me see.
You could shoot that into space.
We're going to shoot you into space.
Oh my God.
Oh, there's the hair.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Oh, Manhattan
Oh,
Sweets.
Manhattan
boo.
sweets are out.
Not a future sponsor, that's for sure.
No.
Not now.
Oh, my goodness. So,
It really was more like a fuzz hair.
wasn't.
Oh,
But if
it was a
anyone
fuzz.
was going to get it at the
it's
table,
going to be her.
it was going to be her.
Yeah.
So well, I've watch a lot of news, and
That's all I watch.
I know, but a couple of things. Do you see, first of all, I need to talk about, since we're talking about space, I do need to talk about that ridiculous
Hmm.
space ride
Now that was a hoax.
that 4 celebrities took, right?
I think it was a hoax.
Do you?
Yeah, I do too.
Why?
You don't think
Because-
they went up?
No. And if they did, they shot them 1 inch into space, just enough for them to float, and then they came back down.
I think that's exactly what happened. They weren't freaking orbiting
Well,
the Earth
I
No,
like
I
they
know.
think they were.
I saw a guy who was an actual
Astronaut.
NASA not astronaut, but he was a what do you call a NASA scientist or whatever.
Mhm.
And he said a few things did not add up. He said
the
number
door
one,
opening in.
the door opening in was one. They open out for a reason because there's very tight space in there. Number two, the size of the windows. He's like, you ever notice in the space shuttle how big the windows are? They're like this big because of pressure.
I
Can't
think the
have
door
a
probably
window
opens
that
out
big.
for that reason too.
Yeah,
But they weren't going up.
they went up
Still in
high enough to
space.
float if they actually went up there. So there was a lot of,
Yeah.
and also it's like,
But you know what I just love now? I love, and I'm sorry, I do. I enjoy it. Maybe I shouldn't say it, but I really am enjoying how much crap the celebrities are getting because they need to be like knocked down a few pegs. They just think like
Yeah.
who they are.
However, let's get one thing straight. If you were a celebrity and they like, Roseanne, can we shoot you into space? You'd be like, I'm there.
I would,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't come down claiming I was an astronaut now. I mean, Jesus. Nancy asked me today. She told one of the new people in the
Nancy,
class.
your workout.
Yes, she's
God.
injured, and so
There we
she
go.
can't really participate in all of the
She was
activities.
like, Roseanne, please take
So,
over
no,
for me.
but
and
she-
she handed you the
No.
headset.
But she said to the new girl in the class, "Just watch her, and you'll be fine." So,
what does this have to do with anything?
well, because apparently, if they can be astronauts, then now I am a fitness trainer.
no, you slipped that in because you wanted to say what Nancy said
I did.
about your
I
form.
wanted you to know.
and
Oh,
all
she told me
you've
my
done-
form was so good yesterday. I was
All you've
Well-
done is prove what I've always known about exercise. Bullshit. She's hurt.
How'd she get hurt?
well. She's been doing this a long time, so it's just
So you would think that she'd be used
Wear
to
and
it.
tear.
She's deteriorating.
maybe I don't know. Maybe she pulled something.
Well, I just want to comment about that space
Please do.
travel. They were just so full of themselves. I wouldn't have minded if they came back and went, "Wow, that was
so
fun!
cool.
Wow, I had a
I
good
know
time."
everything's
but
got to be a moving
no,
experience.
I was full of love and the journey, and we're helping mankind.
Katy
and
Perry was
womankind.
kissing the ground like she had been up there for weeks.
No,
And
that
did you see
was,
what
the other
Wendy's
one.
put?
No.
Wendy's
what
put out
was
a
it?
tweet. I kissed the ground and I liked it.
How is that?
No, I saw the tweet. She was kissing the ground, and then you had the two people that were stuck up there for 9 months, like standing there,
Yeah.
like staring into the camera. It's like,
I mean, and that in and of itself, what a slap in their face. Here are
I
these
know.
4 idiots who take a
Well,
1-minute ride into
yeah.
space, and these guys were in there for 9 months.
I know.
And
And,
like,
yeah.
how dare you?
Well, that's why I say, they come on these award shows and they pontificate and they tell everybody what they do
Mhm.
wrong. And like, get over yourself. You're not a politician. You're not,
Right.
And you don't
Scholar.
live in the real world.
no.
You live in your world.
hmm So just entertain us the way you're supposed to. Make a nice
Make
movie
me laugh,
that we can
clown.
watch and go away. That's all. That's all. That's my decision.
Good. That's your
That's
decision.
your
Yeah,
judgy
that was
Judy.
my
That's
decision.
nice. Good.
That's good. So, what else? I mean,
What else?
I
go ahead.
what? Go.
I wanted to tell you about my dentist visit because we
Oh,
do have a lot
please.
of dentist discussion. And I had to get a cleaning, get the x-rays, right? I have like 4 crowns, like 4 or 5. Could I
Amateur.
possibly have any more cavities, right? So she's looking and she does the x-rays and she's like, there's a couple of cavities and you got to get a couple of teeth bonded, whatever. I was like, oh, okay. And then the dentist comes in, does the final check, and she sticks that little
Mm.
spear and she's
hate
like
that.
jamming it under my gum, under like this tooth here, which has kind of bothered me.
It's a little dead. I can see it from here.
Dead.
That's the filling. But she said, I think
How much do you think that weighs?
there
Like
was
2 grams?
there was there was a little abscess,
Oh,
and
Oh, an abscess.
But
she
you
said-
killed it with wine.
no, she said it was good that I pressed on it. And but anyway,
And
so
then Pinot Noir shot out.
It did.
but she said we have to have you come back in and meet with the this other specialist because that tooth might be fractured, this one, and if it
Oh.
is, it's got to come out.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's right here.
Wait, let me see it.
Wait,
Ah,
you're
yeah.
gonna need something. What do you put there?
I don't
You'll have to get an
know.
implant.
I'll get an implant, but I was thinking maybe a gold implant with a diamond right in the
Oh,
center,
Yeah.
Sweet.
right?
That'd be cool.
Sweet. Well,
So,
Wow.
but I was like, of course it's got to be a front tooth. That when
really
I
a front. It's
It's a
very much
side.
in the
yeah,
back.
but look when I smile.
Remember
You're
when
gonna
you,
see it.
remember
You're
when
gonna
you
see
had
it.
your-
It'll be there.
Remember when your tooth was out? Remember you had a tooth out and you bit
It's
it
my-
broke.
It's
yeah.
what? Just volume.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah,
It
it
was in
was
the front,
funny.
it
And
was,
you
oh,
kept
yeah.
going. "Doo, doo, doo, doo."
I'll just sit
Well-
on my balcony with a banjo. Hey, how you doing there?
I had a very
A
bad.
wash- oh, I have a
dental
washboard.
experience. I had a very bad dental experience. I have to tell you,
Oh god.
I am done.
I'm sure everybody.
I think I'm going to be the judgy Judy this week.
Go ahead, go for
I
it.
am done. I do not have good luck with dentists. I don't have it, and I don't know why. But I was having pain in this area. I could not pinpoint where it was coming from. This is where my implant is going to be put sometime this century. And I thought maybe it was that, whatever. I went to the dentist. Dentist said you have to go down and see the oral surgeon, make sure the implant's okay. I did all that, right? They couldn't tell me anything. They told me some nonsense that the tooth in front of it was fractured, though they couldn't see a fracture. They were sure it was fractured and wanted to take it out right then and there. And I was like, you don't really sound very sure of what's going on. I'm not going to let you start pulling teeth out of my head. Turned out it was a root canal back here. I was in pain for over a week. And you know what? Nobody cared. They just sent me for a root canal, and that was it. And
What did you want them to do?
I wanted them to save me a week of agony. I was in agony, nerve pain for a week. The endodontist, who I had to end up going to, told me that my nerve was very angry. And at one point, it's very cool when you go to the endodontist. I don't know if anybody knows this, but
What's an endodontist?
he's like a specialist dentist, especially with root canals, right?
Is he a dentite?
So when they do it, right? So it was the tooth all the way in the back here. I wish I could see how he does it. He puts some sort of contraption on my face. It's got like a big rubber flag, if you will, that goes across your mouth, and then it just goes right around the tooth. So nothing gets in your mouth. You know how like you're like
Yeah,
choking on your
it's-
own spit and stuff? And your tongue gets nicked or something? Everything is protected. Your tongue's under there protected. It's great. It really is.
I think I remember when they
Yeah.
took my tooth out. Yeah.
I like it. But, you can't really move your mouth, And every time he gets closer and closer as he's drilling, I can still feel it. So I go, and he go more, and I go, "Mhm." and after like the 6th time, even with all the stuff in my mouth, I go, I can't wait for you to rip it out. I go, rip it out. And he was laughing at me. I was like, I want this nerve out so bad. It has cost me so much pain, right? Now, of course, anyone's had a root canal, as soon as that comes out, guess what? Pain is gone. It's great.
Mhm.
Plus, I was numb as could be. But, because God hates me, I bit the inside of my mouth while I was numb.
Right.
And now I keep biting it every day. when I
Oh, that's
eat.
Yeah.
fun.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
It's really like, it's
Chop
angry
meat?
now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's good. So
Nice.
this pain is gone, but now I have this to contend with.
All right.
Right.
Good times.
Terrible.
Baby Joe.
Otto says he
Good
looks like a
times.
ham with teeth.
What's a ham with teeth?
I don't know. Otto, you're so funny.
Oh my God, my man.
I look like a ham with teeth.
No, you don't.
No, he's so handsome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with that, so we had a full week. I mean, you
I
know,
really did.
we had a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. How are you?
I'm good. I'm coming off of a colonoscopy, which is thrilling. HIPAA violation, obviously. There's no good way,
No.
really, there's not, to do that. Because I did a different prep this time. Didn't taste terrible, but the sheer volume of liquid that I had to drink, I drank 64 ounces of orange Gatorade. Never going to drink that again. Hate it. So much.
Why so much?
Because you have to mix a full 238 grams. How much would that cost to shoot in
Miralax.
space?
A
Of
lot.
Miralax.
That'd be
Right.
a lot.
Well, you could just over concentrate it and just suck it down.
Didn't want to do that either.
Wow, so you drank tons of liquid.
Yep. Felt terrible. And
Your
also,
uncle basically poured the powder down his throat and then just chased it with a Gatorade.
yeah, no, I should have probably done that, but I followed the instructions like an idiot. And that whole day prior, obviously, you can't eat anything. So I had bought some Jellos at the store that I was going to eat throughout the day. I ate 3 green Jellos. They were all 0 sugar, which I didn't realize. So the entire day at work, I was running on about 35 calories, and I was getting dizzy. I was
She's
getting a
like,
little woozy.
I'm in a
Why when you
calorie
do that,
deficit.
you're supposed to be home.
It was not home for most of the day, and I was woozy.
And then when she came out, it was like she just stepped out of a bar. She was
Oh my
like that
God, yes.
kind of like,
Am I the only person this happens to?
I
What?
think so.
yeah.
I think
Really?
you have an adverse reaction to
I must, because I
anesthesia.
genuinely feel like I'm drunk.
Oh yeah, she looked like she was drunk. She was slurring.
Did she
She was
go
doing
like
that
this?
slow talk. She didn't.
No, but I
No, like
really
this.
like. You know what's bullshit? The woman walks you out. The nurse, very
Yeah.
nice lady. She walks you out just to make sure everything's good. Obviously, I guess I have an adverse reaction to this, so I'm like kind of ping ponging all over the place. And
Was that
we
one
get to
from
the car.
Bridesmaids?
Yes, well, we get to the car. It's like, hey, put a hand on me, because we open the door and I go to sit down. I bash my head into the top. She goes, "Oh, are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I like fall into the front
oh my
seat.
God.
I was unsteady. Is this
She
not
was,
how you
And I
feel?
am very
No.
Didn't they
disappointed
let
that you
you
were
go
not
back
videotaping.
to collect her?
What?
They didn't let you go back
No,
to
I get dropped off.
I
by
had
a
to go to
nurse.
the bathroom and they wouldn't let me come in. It was for
You know
patients
what?
only.
Who knows what happened to me in there?
Nobody knows.
Exactly.
I certainly don't. You
could have
guys
been
don't feel like
violated.
that after
No.
anesthesia? Should I tell them?
No,
That
that's how
might
you
possibly
react.
have an adverse reaction.
I'm like,
That's how you-
really?
you
Wait,
Hey,
react.
when Rob had his, I didn't even get out of the car.
Yeah,
He went in. I waited in the car.
Well,
They called me, told me that he was done. I went, all right. And then he came out.
Amy, when you were on the phone with him and he had to drink the prep,
Oh,
and he goes, "That's it. That's
I could not.
down."
Mm-mm.
Crazy talk.
I know that was crazy.
I could not do that.
No, but she
I
was
really
a little.
thought that.
She goes, Mom, are they gonna think I'm like drunk? Are they gonna think I'm drunk?
Yeah, because we went to get food after because I was starving.
Well, let me ask you a question, right? When you came out,
Yeah.
did you get the Lorna Doones?
Okay, she offered me
They're like a steak dinner.
beverages.
They
No,
are.
she offered me a water and an apple juice, and I was like,
Apple juice.
apple juice,
Yes.
stat. And then she hands me the little box, drank it in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Like
No cookie?
I was not offered a meal.
I got Lorna
that's
Doone.
why
I was not
I
offered-
got-
That's why it was part of partially that
Yeah.
and partially I was in a
think
severe
so.
calorie
Give you a
deficit.
little package of Lorna Doones, which I would never eat on any other
Yeah.
day.
But they are
except right
delicious.
there, they're delicious.
No,
That's right.
I was not given any food, so I actually don't know if I have an adverse reaction or if I was in the throes of starvation.
No.
Oh,
My friend at work.
easy.
I was in a major calorie deficit. I lost 3 pounds.
My friend at work got
back.
Lorna Doones out of the vending machine, and he offered me one, and I went, "Just have a colonoscopy. I don't want that cookie now.
Yeah,
I do love
I
those
wasn't even
cookies
given
though.
one.
Anyway,
Only after a colonoscopy."
nice cup of coffee.
was
I do
not
enjoy
offered
I
those.
anything.
remember my
That's
first
probably why, though. You felt
colonoscopy.
like that. You were sans sugar.
I think I have a lawsuit
You
on my
need-
hands.
maybe.
Oh my god.
Do you know what I had this weekend for the very first time? What? You're gonna love this, Ro. You ready?
I'm ready.
gin.
Really?
I
Really?
got hammered.
Did you have crazy
What'd you
dreams?
have?
We were out at a place in Sayville, and I had something.
Was it the Wayward?
No, the Lookout.
Oh, I had a good gin drink at the Wayward.
Well, it was called a cucumber fizz. You know how I love the Babylon Express, which is
Yes.
cucumber
Yes.
vodka. And this had gin
Mm-hmm.
and other items in it. And I was like, gin. I was like, oh shit.
I've seen that. That does
I've seen what gin does, right? And it was not a big glass. It was a wine glass, but it was a little wine glass. And it was maybe 3/4 of the way full. Little cucumbers floating in there.
Yeah, that's a gin martini.
Nighty night, lights out, meatball. I had 3 of them, and thank
Oh,
God we
forget
Ubered
it.
there. Thank goodness
What?
we Ubered there.
Yeah.
Wow. Was it on the rocks even?
No,
For
'Cause
someone
that's
who
basically a
doesn't
gin
like
martini.
to drink anything, that's what you drank?
because I wanted to see if it was like the Babylon Express. Oh, and it had prosecco in it.
Oh, so it's like
Had
a French
Oh,
gin
so it's
75.
like
and prosecco.
like a French. It's a French 75.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess like maybe they put like the cucumber
Mm-hmm.
vodka in it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That happened
Because
to
it
me.
was a little bit like a Babylon Express. That's why I got it. I was like, oh, what am I going to drink? And I saw that and I was like, oh,
I would have got that.
That happened to me once at Americano. They have a drink called a basil smash, and it's like a basil like vodka. It's a martini.
right.
Didn't realize that. Had 2 of them.
Woo.
Done.
Nightsy.
Yeah.
I thought a
Not
couple
fit
of
for
times
Hence
in
the
the middle
name,
of the night
Basil
that I was
Smash.
I
going
was
to bring
Basil
my
Smash.
cucumber fizzes back. It was a rough night.
Yeah. Well, that's you because you're a rookie.
I am a rookie, but I was
Yeah.
like, holy, well, now I know when I want to get screwy, just have gin.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm with you.
then Rob said, he goes, don't you remember the summer of the Tom Collins when we were all just constantly hammered out by the pool? He goes, because we made them with gin. Remember those Tom Collins glasses got a lot of
They got
traction.
a
that
lot
summer.
of use. A
Yeah.
lot of use. We couldn't watch them fast enough. Good times. Good
There's
times.
gonna be lots of good times.
Mom, did you want to say something about your first colonoscopy?
No,
No.
it's not important.
You've been such a real.
Neither am
You've
I.
been a real pleasure this evening.
I know. I can't. I just. I
Is it
don't know
because
what
you
is.
drank wine today?
It could be. It could be. I had a lovely lunch with my man.
Very nice.
Yes.
Where'd you
we
guys
did.
go?
We went to Anthony's
Coal
Coal
fire
Oh.
grill.
Fire Grill.
Oh yeah, their
Nice.
food is very good there.
It's delicious. Yes, it
Yes,
is.
good.
Has a lovely glass of wine, nice salad.
And then, in her effort to, I think, compliment me, she insults me, and she's like, "How do you drink
Oh, well, I
wine
didn't.
in the afternoon?"
Well, I was asking a legitimate question. I mean,
Very easily.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was
but you're supposed to be on the wagon.
I know. I am
She
a little
had a
bit. I'm
very-
hanging off of the way.
She had a very, very,
dragging me.
very fruitful week.
I'd
away.
rather give up food.
Mom,
By the way, there's a new diet that Nancy told me about
there we go.
that is guaranteed. You do it for a week, you are guaranteed to lose 10 pounds.
All right,
is
what
it?
is it?
Yeah,
It's called the Eat Your Heart Out diet,
Oh.
right? And like the
Yeah.
first day is all fruit, any kind of fruit, but all you eat is fruit. And then the second day is vegetables, all vegetables, cooked any way you want, raw, cooked,
Oh,
whatever.
I could do that.
The third day is chicken and vegetables and a potato is the treat. And then the next day is just the chicken and the vegetables. And then the last day is something else.
Could you
And
write that out for
I-
me?
I'll look it up.
You would lose
I
10
can-
pounds in 1 week.
She said she's done it.
yeah, and, then
and
the
she-
following week when you have regular food, guess what? You're
Right.
getting 15
Well, no,
pounds.
You
it's-
just keep eating
no,
it till you disappear.
It's to jumpstart everything. So it
Okay.
could either be to jumpstart and then you're really gonna like work on
Right.
your eating and how you're eating, or if it's like that's probably something like what the celebrities do when they have to get into a small dress for the awards and they do like a crash 5-day ridiculous diet. But
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot.
I could do that. I love vegetables.
Let's do it.
Can I
and
have
then we'll
like
talk about
butter
it.
on the vegetables?
You can have you can't have butter. You can have some olive oil and some salt and pepper.
You also can't have chocolate, bagels, coffee,
Cookies.
Forget it. I'm out.
ice cream.
I'm out. No,
It's all
ice
out.
cream I can't because I can't. I have to lay off the ice cream.
All right. Well, I think it's time for everybody's favorite
Shameless.
part of the show.
Oh God.
Shameless
plugs.
Really quick, just before, because Carrie's watching and she texted me. She says, "Don't forget about the backup ashes."
Oh,
That
that's right.
In a space burial, in case that there should be some sort of launch catastrophe, they keep 2 backup grams of you to launch at a different.
And what happens if they don't launch those 2 grams?
They-
Then what happens?
No, they will launch them.
That guy
For
takes
free?
That guy takes
Yeah.
them home and puts them in a little collection in his house.
A
Probably
little necklace.
a necklace.
Anyway,
Anyway.
I have some shameless
All right,
plugs.
shameless plugs.
So
Ah,
tomorrow,
my favorite part.
I know tomorrow, May 1st. I can't believe it's May 1st. I am
know.
going to be. That's not it. May 1st. Nope. It's
Doesn't
okay.
matter.
May 1st, I'm
Okay.
going to be at Napper Tandy's in Northport doing some comedy. So if you are up for it and you want to come see some comedy, come on down. Then May 4th, there it is. I'm going to be at the Forest Hills Comic Con, Battle of the Orphans, me against Apache Ramos from the Warriors. He was one of the orphans. And then May 9th and 10th, Paisan Con. We will be there with all of the big celebrities and even our friend Steve Grillo, who we had on the show a couple of weeks. He may even be there.
Hmm.
And then May 17th and 18th, I will be at the Showboat for the New Jersey Horror Con. So if you're in any of those areas, if you care to come visit, that's where I'll be.
Why do you go to a horror con thing? What does Annie have to do with a horror?
I guess it depends on who you ask.
I guess so.
Bridget,
Well, I will be this Sunday doing a dinner cruise show with Sapphire Yacht Cruises or whatever. I will be
Cool.
doing stand up on that on a
Out of
boat.
where? Where would that?
Couldn't tell you.
Oh,
Have to
don't
look it
miss
up.
the boat.
Don't miss it. And then, the 16th, I will be doing stand up for our good friend John LaRocchia
where?
Woo-hoo.
at Williston Park Fire
Oh.
Department.
We'll support fire department.
Yep.
It's funny. He knows how much I love fire department shows too. That's weird.
Yeah,
We
he
haven't
likes-
done a
he
show
likes
together
me
in a
better.
while.
Oh, look out,
We're having-
LaRocchia.
uh-oh.
But anyway,
He's coming
Amy,
for you.
you got anything, Amy?
I just have my 52nd birthday coming up,
Right.
and I'm trying to get us some audience members one day, so we can just have a little like background audience-ness.
Mm.
Okay.
I told a couple of my girlfriends maybe we'll go out to dinner and then you guys can be the audience.
All right.
Studio
And look at
audience.
how thrilled your mother is by the idea.
That's a great
Fine.
idea.
She
I love an
likes to
audience.
have an
All right.
audience.
Well,
I
on
love an
you
audience.
looked
Friday,
kind of like, okay.
No.
on Friday, I'm getting my hair cut.
There we go. Everybody's
There are
got
the
something to do.
plugs.
Oh,
All
hurry
right.
up. I got to heal it.
All right,
I'm
that's
so
it for
tired.
us. We'll see you next week. Please stay tuned for me again and John
This
LaRocchia.
was
I will
so
be
much fun.
co-hosting his show with him, Laughter Saves Lives Live. We'll see you next week.
Bye.